The parasha of Golus. The Jewish people are still in Golus, in exile. Now we have two texts that talk about exile. One is the Ore Miklat. If somebody kills somebody b'shogeg, so he has to run to Ore Miklat. We find another text. It's the story of Cain. He was nod v'nod. He had to travel. Comes along the Tzidkas HaTzadik. This is the Rabbi Tzadok HaKohen. A person's a traveler, and he feels it's the greatest thing in the world to travel for his benefit, to educate himself, to grow, to see the world and develop. Most likely this person has the sin, if he checks it out, in his ritzicha, murderer. Dugmas Cain. V'lav dafka ritzicha mamish. Elo dugmas kagon achvare ape shedimu l'ritzicha. Tzar mitzar lachavero. He caused pain to his friend. Mali katola kula, mali katola palga. What's him a little murder, a little big murder. V'chein, actually have to add, nechomim be'ilin. Everybody knows what that is. That's shichas alavato. It's also a form of murder. So people think it's not so bad that we're in Golus. What's so bad? We're going to America, we live well, we have a nice house. Nothing wrong. What's the shlech? To make a few dollars, they'll learn Torah. What's wrong? But the permanency, the fact that a person has to travel nov and nod, a person who's not stable, he's got ants in his pants, he just can't sit and have menuchas hanefesh, be able to sit down and learn Torah in complete complacency, complete, with all his full mind, with menucha, shalom, shalva, hashke, beta, with all the proper qualities of Yishuv Hadas, has to check into himself and find out that maybe he caused tsar godel to somebody. A tremendous pain he caused, like murder. Doesn't be murder directly, murder. So people think they're on a vacation, they're traveling, kind, good, very nice. The Toivasa, very nice. Naturally, if the guy's a murderer, Avada has to skip town before the police come. Has to run away quickly to Brazil or America. He has to run quickly, otherwise they catch him. Avada, you didn't call us. You got to travel. So when you travel, of course, you'll enjoy the world as you're traveling. What's happening? But the thing that traveling and seeing is an end in itself. The only place of traveling good is to Eretz Yisrael. Shlosha Regolim, the 3 times a year, coming to Eretz Yisrael, Yerushalayim, to Tziyon, Beis Hamikdash, to get the spirituality, many other positions. And what happened? Somehow, the Jewish people were sent in Golus, exile. First for 70 years, and then for the period of time we're in, and we travel from country to country. Spain, Africa, Persia, Syria, Turkey, Europe, Russia, China, all over the world. Went through all the types of Holocaust and persecutions and inquisitions and blood libels, and Hitler, and we still don't have stability. Even the land we are on is owned by Karki Israel. People move from house to house. When you live in Israel, you have to buy one house, then you sell it to get another house. Move from place to place. Then you say, well, I'm growing, I'm developing, I'm moving, I'm expanding. In reality, it's a tikkun. Like Golus is a tikkun for the Averis of Retzicha. We have a difficulty. What Retzicha was there? Okay, the first base of Mikdash, but the second. And why is God so angry that He killed so many Jews for so long? What did we do wrong? Was schlecht on? A little sinas chinam. Was schlecht? A little sinas chinam. So we didn't give the cover to the Chachamim, right? You got to get so nervous for thousands of years and out in the Golas and murders. What's coming on? Must be that we did that was like with Sicha. Must have been like murder. It says, Al tigzol min ha'oni ki oni hu. Don't steal from the poor man because he's poor. How can you steal from a poor man? He has nothing. How can you steal from him? If you don't say good morning to him, hello, and give him his dignity and his honor, it's stealing from him. You have Talmidei Chachamim, you don't give covered one to the other. You have sinas chinam. It causes a lot of tsar. And everyone has to be in their own box, in their own place, in their own world. And they have all the friends there, like having a lot of water around, you just can't drink it. Because your hands are chained, or you don't have the proper utensils, or the water is needs a little chlorophyll in it, chlorine in it in order to drink it. And you're thirsty. Here we had the greatest thing going for us, the Beis HaMikdash. God in our midst, money. The story is that they had enough food supply to last any siege, and everything they wanted. What was wrong? What's wrong? Was said, no, but not, no, but not. The wandering Jew carrying the Sefer Torah. And it comes from Mitzicha. It comes from giving tsa'ar. Tsa'ar to somebody, or some parents, the rebbes, the chavusas, the wives, the friends, who knows? Shichas Olavatol. People should have children, don't want children. Tefillah helps out. So when you go this, you got to pray hard. Torah helps out. But still we're novenon. In America you can see it. They build these beautiful edifices of synagogues. And then you have a changing neighborhood. The Spanish, the Chinese. Everybody moves in. And a beautiful synagogue that is worth $5 million, they work hard. Turns into a gambling joint. Who knows what it is? Who knows what it turns into? No, but not. And we think, Eretz Israel, we got it. We're here. But every day you read the newspapers, the economy is up and down like a ping pong ball. Every day the government's in and out. The enemies are around. What does it mean, menuchas hanefesh? Menucha, shalom, shalva, hashkeit, betach, all those wonderful forms of different madregas of internal rest. Maybe a physical rest, but your body and your mind would be in a turmoil. Your soul and your body is not together. You feel depressed. You feel all these anxieties. All the problems. It's also a form of not having the Beis Hamikdash in Eretz Yisrael. The emotional instabilities and fears is part of this Novena. You can have a little parnasa, but then who knows how long it lasts? Who knows about the children? Who knows about what? Nothing is guaranteed. Even insurance policies, the companies go in. And with the American debt going up to billions and billions and billions, who knows? Who knows what about the whole world altogether? Banks are safe. Where do you put your money? What do you do? What's safe? Anybody trust the American government? A little bit. They divide their money in shlish, like the Gemara. It's a little in karka, a little in cash, a little in the banks. Who knows? In bonds. But nobody puts all his money in bonds today. Or in land. They go out of the country, they invest here. Everybody's all over them. Everybody. We have the problem of Kayin. We have the problem of Ori Miklot. Kayin was machadesh in the world. Nekreyach HaTaiva. The whole world is full of Taiva. The laws of countries, the regulations of countries are murderous. Red tapes. Because he wanted to Yeresh Ha'olam. I don't know exactly how it fits with the sins that we had that was sent in the second Beis Hamikdash. But definitely traveling that we think is cool. We go from country to country, from Europe to Cuba or South America, America running away. I said, wow, we're in the golden land. When the people came to America, it wasn't a golden land, it was a golden land. They worked in sweatshops. We have today the advantages of a built-up economy, of the wealth of the world. We have the advantages of the wealth of the building of Eretz Yisrael. So we think stability, everything is sure, everything is okay. What was yesterday will be today. What's today will be tomorrow. But we still don't have the Beis HaMikdash. We're still Novanat. Israelis are moving to Chutz La'aretz. A few triples are coming into Israel. They move from place to place. There's no real stability. We're still in Golos. We hope that it's Aschalta the Gula, it's the beginning of the Gula, the state we're hoping, we're praying. Sure, we'd like to have it a part of our dream. But until the Beis HaMikdash is built, The Jew is still the wandering Jew. He's paying the price of causing ritzicha or a lot of tsar to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, or tsar to his chaverim, or tsar to his family, who knows? So mida kineged mida, tsar comes to us. I had a friend of mine named Bloomberg, Chaim Bloomberg, Zecher Levracha. He had cancer. Said, Chaim, how can you live with yourself? He says, look, Rabbi Mordechai, I think every day is bad. But if I get a good moment, I feel happy. You guys feel every day is good. If something bad happens, you can't handle it. It's frustrating, it has anxiety. It's the other way around. Every day is bad, is troubles. But if any moment I can grab that's pleasurable, it's so beautiful, I can live. We have to grab the moments. We have peace in the world. We have an economy where you have food on the table. Where you have children still growing. Sometimes that bearers of the money from the state stops. Parents get wise, too many children, this, that. Or whatever happens, but while you have it, learn. Do your tikkunim. Change your ways. Do your mitzvahs. Do your daf yomi. Grab it, don't kvetch and complain. How do you know long that good will continue? Nothing lasts in the world. Even the world, at a certain point, according to the science in the galaxies, has to be stopped one day, and according to the Techias HaMeisim schedule or Yemos HaMashiach, something has to happen. The wicked get destroyed, and the righteous will live. Who says you'll be the righteous one? Because you think so. There's no guarantee. You think your mitzvahs are mitzvahs? Maybe in your head. There's nobody to fool. The proof of the pudding's the pudding. Whoever wins, wins. Yemos HaMashiach. Tadik Ben Manasseh also have emunah will pull through. So when you have a fast day, there are different parts of the body. There's a nefesh hatzomeach, the nefesh that gives life. There's a nefesh chiyunis. So therefore, nefesh hatzomeach has to do with not eating. You stop the process of growth, eating. Nefesh hachiyus of like animals is water. You don't drink and you don't eat. You stop some of the process of growth. You metzamtzem yourself. You pull yourself in. I'm eating for the flesh and the water for those types of nefesh. And you got to slap for the nefesh of the sichliyah. That tells you, listen, bud, which is the base measure which we learned. Think twice. Who says your base medrash is so good? Maybe the delis and the walls are porous, they're broken. There's holes in when you're building. You think that your thoughts are so great? Maybe there's a time to change and think on your ways. So we don't eat the nefesh hatzomeach. We don't drink for the nefesh of chiyur, of life, like animals. And we sit and think we don't learn Torah so much. And we have to search and change our ways, maybe qualitatively. We don't have the right headspace in thinking how to do mitzvahs, or how to learn the Torah, or how to handle our wives, our children, our rebbes, our friends, our chavusas, Eretz Yisrael, Torah, who knows, mitzvah. I said, let's do tshuva, yay, let's do tshuva, yay, let's do tshuva, let's change, wonderful. We have black hat, white shirt, let's look change, learn a little Torah. That's not tshuva. That's just changing the external kit. From the hippie kid to the Torah kid to the frum kid with a beard and dark glasses and a little yarmulke and tzitzis. And going to shul. Change means an overhaul. We can only change our ways. We have a little book called Cheshbon HaNefesh. Sit down and you have to make a reckoning. Ma'ayin Botzer, where do you come from? Where are you going? I know where I'm going. I have a lot of success. I'm a young man. A lot of things to see in the world and do. Learn a little Torah, but I got other things too. Got to make a living, got this, got that. Very nice. But lo natolech, where you going, gentlemen? You're zocheh, somehow through the back door to come to Eretz Yisrael and to do tshuva. He came in through the window somehow to Yeshiva in Tziyon, which is a Balamusa Yeshiva. And you're here. So you won't be able to say, I wish I would have had the opportunity, God, to live in the time of the Chavetz Chaim. I wish I would have, only you're here. You have a yeshiva. You have beautiful Musa books. You have a Musa room. And you open up the books. And what does it say? Tshuva, Charata, Vidui. And what do we say? We say, Tzedakah, Tatzam Imavas, here's money. Substitute. Tefillah, I daven. Tshuva, okay, I read a little tshuva. I'm now changing myself. Look, don't you see I'm a little better? That's not serious. Not serious. If you have a few minutes, when already we didn't eat, and then nefesh hatzomeach is metzumtzum. We didn't drink in the nefesh of the chiyus, which is water. We haven't drank water. We stopped thinking, as if we were so good, we would have the Beis HaMikdash, we'd have the Mashiach already now. We don't have to shout, we want Mashiach now, he'd be here. Shouting doesn't make it come. Praying and dreaming doesn't make it come. It comes either because the time is right, even against your deeds, you got to do deeds. You have to do the deeds. But we want the instant pill, and quick and fast, without patience. They tell the joke, I said many times. The guy decided he wants to be the biggest lamb in the world and dedicate himself totally only to Hashem. And I'm learning Yay Valayla. But he wants to be a lamb in one night. In the same night, he wants to sleep in it. Doesn't work. That's the famous joke. That guy goes to the Slabodka. When he decided to tell the Rebbe, I want to be a lamdan over. I want to be a lamdan, I'm dedicating myself. He said one stipulation. He wants to do it all in one night, and he wants to sleep also. And he doesn't work now. And he's not hanging around for a long time in years. It's doing the work when you're around. It's not hanging around. It's doing the work. You do the work, you get the results. Don't do the work. If you prepare Erev Shabbos, you have food for Shabbos. You do the work before, you do your mitzvahs, tikkun amidas, do your chesed. You get your reward. You get the schusim for your children, you get the schusim for yourself. You do a little cheating, and who do you cheat? You cheat yourself. Who do you fool? Fool yourself. But Rabbi, I'm enjoying myself. I got a little flesh, I got this. Do what you want. You're free. You're free. Give you a get. Do what you want. You're free. So what if you have free choice? Free choice doesn't mean anything. Free choice is if you do the good thing, you get reward. Do the bad thing, you get punished. There's no free choice. What free choice? you do the bad thing, if you had free choice, so what? Keep the free choice. Hang it on the wall. Get a diploma, you have free choice, so what? What's it going to do for you? Doesn't do anything. Adarab, it makes it worse. You go to Gehenna, you have to be curious already. On Oislav. You have it, so keep it. Look at it in Gehenna and keep it and look at it. Have the special type of paper that is what do they call it, fireproof. Look at it. Special Gehenna paper. You look at it. Free choice. Doesn't mean anything. We're zocher to be b'nei Torah. We're zocher to have good wives. Wives have good husbands. But you have to do something. This is a generation of television. You want to see and you relax and enjoy. That's the whole purpose, relax and enjoy. I was reading a story in here. At a mountain. Very interesting story. If he didn't tell me it happened years ago in the Mesa Midbar, I would think it was a drug society. These people went out, they didn't want to eat food, and no taivas have food, and no taivas of water, and what do? Anybody read it? What? It was like they're taking drugs. And they were laying on their backs with these fantasies. Did you read it? Right here in the text. Listen what they did. Omar Rababar Hahitaya Tochave Le Meise Midbar. There was this Arab sort of this. He showed me people who ran away to the desert. Azle Chazinu Vadomi command the Mib Sameh. I saw they were like taking drugs. Sameh. The Gano Africa, they were laying on their backs, like stretched out there, enjoying with it. What?
To do the Mason. I think the people died 40 years in this.
No.
Doesn't go on.
Doesn't go. V'havei zekifa bracha v'chad minay v'ayal taisei ki rochiv gamla v'loy noga. When I ran after with my horse, I couldn't run after. They had so much energy. You know, people are fasting, they have this extra energy. They have so much energy. They can run for miles. And these guys have negative energy. They can stay up 48 hours in Rosh. But they're called Mesei Midbar, the dead people of the desert. God didn't create people to put them into a desert. If he wanted to create angels, he would have created angels. He created human beings to live on this earth. And to do things and elevate things properly, do things properly. But how do you do things properly? If you need musar, if you need chokhmas hater, it's a lot of work. There's no shortcuts. Koyach HaTumah has loads of answers. The Tomei forces have loads of answers. It's the hard work. It's the everyday kindness. The everyday tefillah is what counts. It's not one-time big bang that people think they're going to starve themselves on a starvation diet. Sure, you starve yourself, you also get high. We all know that. Have hallucinations. But that's not Torah. We're zoche to be living in this period of time of 1987. We're zoche to be in Eretz Yisrael. We have the merit to have a very good system and a good method of learning. But you got to do it. You have to follow the rules. Those that follow the rules, it's hard to read the rules and follow. Which are the mitzvahs? You got the eitzes from God, the advice of God. Why do you think your advice is greater than the advice of God? You'd rather go down to a guy in Beersheba, or another guy in Heichel Shlomo, and listen to what he has to say, or open a magazine and read what they got to say, then listen to the creator of the universe, God himself, who tells you what to do clearly. We'll never learn. You don't want to learn. You want to put your finger into the fire all the time. And that's all. What does the Almighty say? Mishay lo deyo osul rachem olav. One's a dope. Those want to follow the advice of the Torah is called believe deya. I'm going to say the Rosh. You're not supposed to have mercy on it. Like a jerk. You should forget about it. Let him have mercy on it. I learning Torah doesn't it? So what? Forget about the guy. Let him drop. Let him drop. He doesn't deserve the help. Doesn't deserve the energy for Torah. Doesn't deserve the mitzvahs. So somehow we irritated God to such a degree. And the time we're in the temple, we don't know where it came. We don't know what we did wrong. And for already thousands of years around going and we suffering with, we don't know why do we do so wrong. I don't sin as heathen or something. Why is that? Must be a terror. Must be an irritated God to the core. Oh, but I'm smarter than that. Ein chochma vein eitzah vein tenuva k'neged Hashem. When it comes to Hashem, Chil Hashem, whatever it is, no matter who you are, be it the temple itself, Almighty destroys His own temple. There are rules, they're spiritual rules. You keep them, you win. You don't keep them, you lose. And everybody has to follow those spiritual rules. And only smarter. Give me a chance. Just a Bali Tshuva, a new guy now. I can't jump in so quickly. Who are you talking to? To my concern, take all you want. You asking me permission? As much as you want. Float around the world. Do what you want. Have fun. But I don't run the world. According to the golden books, it says here, there's no compensation. It says, Bali Tshuva has more time, doesn't have to do the mitzvahs, doesn't have to do Shnei Merchot Tarek. See, the Bali Tshuva, he's free from all obligation until he decides he wants to do. There's no such rule like that. Doesn't exist. Because I'm a from birth, if I know the inside, I don't have to wear long sleeves and stockings, I'm free to do what I want. No such rule like that. No book that says it. Doesn't say it. There's one rule for the rabbis that you have to follow in total line. No different. If you toe the line, you win. If you don't toe the line, you lose. But what can I do? So don't do. Who says you have to live? Johnson used to say, the first one who wrote the first dictionary. The guy said, I gotta live, otherwise I'll die. He says, so die. Who says you have to live? What says you have to live? You gotta live. You gotta live. Who says you gotta live? You want to live. Oh, so change your ways.